Hi guys, welcome to today's session at TryNoCode. If you're someone who wants to work in startup or has a passion to get into web development or designing, this is a great way for you to enable your ideas into reality. Don't worry if you don't have a good web developer by your side or you don't have the money to hire one. Instead, you can build your product on your own without writing a single line of code. So now we are going to get started and throw ourselves into the bubble environment and see what are the things we can do, what are the tools and elements we can use in this. So here I've listed down the 5 visual elements which we'll talk about today in this session. Shape, text box, image, input box and drop down. So let's just start with shape. From the visual elements, select shape. Shape is basically a rectangle. So when we draw a box, a toolbox will appear beside it. In this, we can change the background style, the background color, and many more things. So let's just change background color. You can even change the border style. You can change the roundness. You can change width, height, and x and y coordinates of the shape. You can shrink it, expand it, whatever you like. You can even change your shape name, like by default it shows shape A. You can change shape rectangle. Now let's come to our second element, which is text box. Select text from the visual elements and create a box. Again, as you see, a toolbox will appear, text C. You can even change its name, text A or whatever. In the edit me part, whatever the text you'll write here, it will show in your text box. So let's just write no code technology. And it appeared in our text box. Now there are different parameters like shrink the element, height if the text gets shorter, this element isn't clickable. So you can select any of these parameters according to your preferences. You can even change the styling of the text. You can change the font style, you can change the font size, font color. Let's just change the font size and then color. You can bold it, italics, underline, or whatever you like. You can even change the line spacing, letter spacing, background styling. There are so many features. If you want the text to be written over a shape, you can select it and put it on the shape. Then it will come on top of that. You can even preview and see how it looks. See, the text came on top of the shape. If you don't want that, you want it separate, you can even do that. And now let's just preview. See, the text came above the shape. Now let's come to the image. From the visual elements, select image, create a box. You can even choose a static image or dynamic images. So let's just upload an image. See, our image got uploaded. You can expand it, shrink it, whatever size you want. You can even search for free images. You can crop this image. You can change the border styling, the roundness, shadow styling, and many more things. You can even put this image on the shape and then let's preview it how it looks. See, the image came above the shape. Now let's talk about input box. From the input forms, select input. Input is basically something which the user inputs into your website or your page. So when you create a box in the placeholder, whatever you will write, it will come here. So we want the user to enter email. So the content format should be according to that, whether it is email or password or integer, decimal, address, whatever. So here in this case we have email. We can also make it mandatory not to be empty. The input should not be empty. We can check on this. You can change the width, height, and there are so many parameters. Now let's just preview it. As you can see in our email, we have a cursor and email is written, so the user can enter his or her email in that. Now the next we have is a drop down. From the elements, select drop down, create a box. As you can see, whenever you create something, a toolbox appears and you can change it for everywhere. Like you want to select email, the input email toolbox will appear. If you select text, the text toolbox will appear. You can make changes in that. So in drop down case, we can choose a placeholder name, like we want the user to select from different date of births. You can make your choices static or dynamic. So let's just write 3 to 4 static choices. You can write as many as you want. You can even take it by the input should not be empty. Now let's just preview it. When you click on date of birth, you'll get a drop down and the user can select any one out of these given dates. So that's it. Here, these were your 5 visual elements which you can create very simply and very easily in our Bubble platform. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe our video. Thank you so much for watching.